Wow, Dallas Mavs fan, you got the full Anthony Davis experience in 3 quarters. Oh my God. Hey, I like Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is super talented. But I always thought like he was always a really number two than a number one. I think when LeBron first recruited him, I think the goal was that Anthony would be the guy and LeBron would kind of coast for a while, but it didn't kind of work out. It didn't work out that way. Like I think it worked out. Actually, kind of worked out more right before he got traded. Like he was having a really great season. I think he starting to become the guy that I think LeBron envisioned. But it wasn't that way, and LeBron had to exert more energy than he probably wanted to exert the past few years until Anthony was ready. So Anthony's finally ready, and then they trade him. But that first half was fantastic. So let's get into this. So Anthony Davis made a promising start with the Dallas Mavericks, which he did. He was playing against the Houston Rockets. And Davis scored 26 points and grabbed 16 rebounds in his debut. Man, that first half was fantastic. Like overall, I think he had like 26 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 blocks. Like, man, he was hyping when this game started, he was hyping up the crowd. I think the Dallas Mavericks fan was like, we love Luka. However, this might work out. Okay, Davis. But then, however, his night ended abruptly in the third quarter due to a non-contact groin injury, despite walking off the court. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, nobody touched Anthony Davis. He just bent over in pain and just went down. He didn't fall like a rock, but he just bent over. It's like, oh, no. You're like, I'm sorry, Jason Kidd, the coach, was like, oh, no. Kyrie was like, no. Here's the thing. Over the past year or so with the Lakers, Anthony Davis has been pretty good with that because he's been tagged as a guy who's been injury prone. But if you've been noticing him with the Lakers over the past year or so, I think he's probably taking better care of his body. I think he's been working out a lot better. And he still had those nagging injuries but this season, he would get hurt. He would go into the locker room, but he would come back out. So it's almost like he's learned how to pay through the pain, where before he just got hurt and walked into the locker room and he wouldn't see him again. He was Joel Embiid before Joel Embiid. but now it's like for him not to come back after the third quarter, that's not good. Those man, if it's a groin injury, we don't know how long he might be out because those things take a while to heal. If I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I'm telling him we're going to shut you down for the All-Star break. Now, I think Davis is actually in the All-Star game. So even then, if I'm Dallas, I'm telling him maybe it's best for you not to play. And if he got a groin pull or anything in a dynamo area, he shouldn't play anyway. Like, I'd rather have a healthy Anthony Davis with Kyrie by the playoffs than have him come back too early and keep on aggravating that groin injury. So we might not see Davis in a while. Luka didn't play today, so I think Luka plays on Monday. Man, but they look good. Like, that's the thing. Like, Kyrie was throwing lobs. Like, I think this is a good situation for Anthony Davis because let me always preface this by saying, like, LeBron James from Akron. I'm from Akron. We all love LeBron. Okay, disclaimer out the way. So here's the thing. LeBron James, ever since they got rid of Paul Silas. So Paul Silas was LeBron James' original coach for the Cavs. And the worst thing that Dan Gilbert ever did, and there's a few things that Dan Gilbert did that was screwy, but one of the first mistakes he made is that he fired Paul Silas early and he installed Mike Brown. And Mike Brown just basically gave LeBron the ball and let him basically create his own system. Because Mike Brown at that point was like a defensive coach. And so he gave LeBron the keys to the kingdom. He just like, we'll run the LeBron offense. And it's been that way ever since. I always felt like if LeBron had learned a system within Paul Silas, I think he might actually have more rings. Now, the fact that he's playing the LeBron system and he's won 4 rings is fantastic. It's fantastic. But I've seen a few players play with LeBron, and then when they leave LeBron, they actually play a little bit better. Or when they initially play with LeBron, it's a learning curve. It happened to Chris Bosh. It happened to Dwayne Wade. It happened to Kyrie. It's happened to Kevin Love. I think even for Anthony Davis a little while, he had to learn how to play with LeBron because everybody else plays in some type of similar system of some kind, and playing with LeBron is totally different. So Davis going to Dallas is actually a good thing because he can play that inside out game with Kyrie, which is going to be fantastic. But I need this dude healthy. But man, if Anthony Davis is healthy and OKC is healthy because Chet Holmgren's coming back, man, if that's the Western Conference final, that's going to be one heck of a final. Unless Memphis or Houston mess it up someplace, which can happen too. So if you're a Mavs fan, how do you feel? If you're a Mavs fan, tell me how you feel about Luka leaving. Because again, Luka wasn't asking for a trade. Like usually in these situations, like the players like looking for a trade or looking to get out. Like there's always like rumors about Giannis if Giannis is going to stay in Milwaukee or leave Milwaukee. That wasn't the case with Luka. Like Luka didn't want to leave. Same thing with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis didn't want to leave LA. But I think for both teams it's actually a decent trade, but I don't know. Hopefully Anthony Davis will be back. But yeah, how do you guys feel about Luka being traded? How did you guys feel about Anthony Davis before he got hurt? This is like going to Cedar Point. Like I'm not a roller coaster guy, but it's like let's say I rode a roller coaster called the Demon Twist 2000. And you get there and you write, oh my God, and you go to the top and it gets stuck. It's like, oh my God, how are we going to get down? That's what Anthony Davis says. He's that rising, yay! First quarter, yay! Second quarter, oh my God! Third quarter, yeah, no! Shout out to Anthony Davis, man. Hope you get well soon. Not good.